Okay, so we're going to, this is subtracting integers, okay? Now, I'm going to teach you about a rule that you can use anytime you subtract integers. And it makes subtracting integers very, very easy, okay? First of all, last week we did adding integers, right? Yeah. How many of you thought that was pretty easy? Once you understood that you treat them like what? What do you treat integers like?
Money.
Like money, okay? And it made it very easy, okay? So when we are subtracting integers, okay, you're going to ask yourself, anytime you see a subtraction problem, you're going to ask yourself, is it normal subtraction? Okay? Now, what do you think means normal subtraction? Brooklyn?
Like no negative numbers.
Yeah. If you saw 8 minus 2, is that normal subtraction? Yeah. If it's normal, proceed with regular subtraction. Okay, and what we would consider normal subtraction, 7 minus 3 equals. Now, this is normal subtraction because I'm taking a large positive and I'm subtracting a smaller positive. This is what you've been doing since like first grade, right? So if it's normal, you just proceed. What's 7 minus 3? 4. Bam, we're done. Okay, you with me so far? Does everybody have that copied down? Copy this down. This is important. I'm going to leave it up there for a second. This is a really important lesson. I know I say this a lot, but I promise you, I have kids that are seniors in high school and they still use the rule I'm going to show you. Okay? And it's not in the book. Okay. Are we good? How about now? All right. Good? Okay. So what makes a subtraction problem? Yes. Not normal. Okay, what makes a subtraction problem not normal? Okay, if you see one or more negative numbers, it's not normal. Okay? You with me so far? Okay. If you are subtracting a larger positive number from a smaller positive number. Okay, so those are two ways you see a subtraction problem is not normal. Okay, does everybody understand how to identify a normal from a not normal? I will leave it up, yes. All right. Are we good? How about now? Okay. So if I was to write some problems up here, can I erase this, guys? Huh? Yes? Who said no? Anybody say no? Okay, you almost done?
Yeah.
Okay, keep writing. When you're done, let me know so I can erase it. Good? Okay. All right, so let's look at what is normal or not normal. If I had this, 8 minus 4 equals normal? That's normal. If I had 8 minus negative 4, is that normal?
No.
Not normal. If I had negative 8 minus 4, is that normal? Not. If I had negative 8 minus negative 4, is that normal?
No.
No. There's not only one negative, there's what? Two negatives. If you just have one or more, it's not normal. If I have this, 4 minus 8, is that normal? No. Okay. So you see the difference between what we call a normal subtraction problem and a not normal subtraction problem, right? Okay. Can I erase this?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah? Okay, now, when we have not normal, okay, this is what makes this super duper easy because the same rule applies to any not normal subtraction we have. And if you don't use this rule, it gets real tricky as far as subtracting negative numbers, okay? So here, Braden, will you close that door, please? Thank you. If your subtraction problem is not normal, use this rule. Okay? We're going to do, this is very similar. Who remembers what happens if you divide fractions? What's my rule for dividing fractions? Copy, dot, flip. You remember that? Okay. This is similar to that. Except this is copy, add, opposite. Say that with me. Copy, add, opposite. Say it. 1, 2, 3. Copy, add, opposite. Okay, this makes all subtraction problems that are not normal really easy because we turn them into addition problems. And did you understand how to add integers last week? That was easy, wasn't it? Yeah? Okay. So if I have this problem, give me, Luke, give me a negative number.
Negative 16.
Negative 16. Okay, let's say I have negative 16 minus 10. Okay, is that normal subtraction, first of all? It's not. So if it's not normal, I'm going to follow this rule. I'm going to copy, add, opposite. So this first number, I'm going to copy, right? Now, when you finish that, cross it out. This becomes what? Copy what? Add. So this becomes addition. Okay, cross it out. What is the opposite? 10, I'm going to have the opposite. What is the opposite of 10? Negative 10. Now, if I read this, just like what we did last week, what does this say? I owe $16, and what does it say next? And I owe 10. If you owe 16 and you owe 10, how much do you owe now? You owe 26. Okay? You turned it into an addition problem, and that was easy, wasn't it? Does that make sense? Okay? Question.
Is that the same answer as the other problem?
Yes. That is the correct answer. Pretty cool rule. Okay? You want to try another one?
Yeah.
Okay, let's try another one. Can I erase this, guys? Did you copy this down?
Yeah.
Okay. Who said no? Are you still writing? Who said no? Anybody say no? Okay. All right. Let me know when you're done. It's okay. I know I write fast. You good? Okay. All right. Let's try another one. Let's say I've got 12 minus negative 8. Okay. Look at that problem. Is it normal? Jace, is that normal? No. What's my rule? Copy at opposite. So this first one, I'm just going to copy it. Cross it out. This subtraction becomes what? Addition. Cross it out. What is the opposite of 8? Negative 8, sorry. 8. Now this gets easy. What's 12 plus 8? 20. Makes it easy, doesn't it? Okay? Do you understand so far? Okay. Let's try another one.
Mr. Pearson,
Yeah.
I have a question about this. So let's
Sure.
just say we need to label if it's negative or not. How would we know? Like, do we just look at the first one?
I don't understand your question.
Okay, so like we need to put negative signs and label it as the the product or whatever. So then,
It depends on the value. Depends on the number.
but how would we know like what to put for that?
Like if this first one is negative, it stays negative. It's copy at opposite.
Well, yeah, but like for the final number,
Uh-huh.
how would we like know to put negative or positive?
Well, it depends. I mean, like these are both positive numbers, right? So it's like you have $12 and you have 8 more, you have 20. That makes it positive.
Yeah, but for the first one though.
All right, let me show you another one. Let's say I have this. Okay? Let's say I got 8 minus, we'll say negative 8 minus negative 20. Okay. We'll see if I can answer your question with this one. Okay, first of all, is that normal? No. What's my rule if it's not normal? Copy at opposite. So I'm going to first copy this negative 8. That's gone. This subtraction becomes what? Addition. That's gone. Now, what's the opposite of negative 20? Positive 20, right? Now, if I look at this, by the way, you don't have to write these arrows. Once you get into the hang of doing this all in your head, it goes faster, okay? Negative 8 plus 20. If I owe 8 and I have 20, do I still owe money? No. Do I have any money left? How much do I have left? $12. And this 12 will be positive because of the value. Does that make sense, e-money? And when it would be negative is when the value would make it negative. For example, if I had negative 20 minus negative 8. Same kind of problem. Okay, is it normal? No. So I copy, add, and what's the opposite of negative 8? Positive 8. Now, this case, I owe 20, and I have how much? 8. So I would still owe money, wouldn't I? How much would I owe? I would owe 12. Okay, does that make sense? Why it is now? Okay, yes.
Is there going to be some negative problems?
I don't think so. I think I made them all not normal. Okay. Huh? It is a worksheet. Okay, are we good so far?
Yes.
Okay, now, what about this one? Is that normal?
No.
Remember, I either have to see a negative, or if I'm taking a small, I'm taking a larger positive from a smaller one. Is this normal?
No.
It's not normal. Now, I'm going to show you 2 ways to do this one, okay? When you have just positive numbers, okay, I can do the same thing I've been doing, which is copy at opposite, which I recommend so that you're consistent, okay? If I do it that way, this is copy, this is addition, and what's the opposite of 20? Okay, if I have 15 and I owe 20, do I still owe money? Yeah. So this would be what? Negative 5. I would probably do it this way, just to stay consistent. But let me show you another way you can do this. Anytime that you have a positive number and you're subtracting a larger positive number, move this equal sign to the other side and put a negative in front of it and then go this way. What's 20 minus 15? Okay, did we get the same answer? Yes, we did. Okay, again, what's the probably the easier way to do this is to just copy at opposite to keep it consistent. Make sense? Okay. Yes. Yes. Can I erase this? Okay. What about if I had a problem like this? What's different about this one? It's got 3 numbers, right? How am I going to do this one? If I have a problem like this, I'm going to go 2 at a time. Okay? Go 2 at a time. Well, what does that mean? That means I'm going to take care of this first part before I do the second part. Okay? Does that make sense? Yeah. So I'm going to do 10 minus negative 2. Is this normal subtraction, this first part? Yeah. Is it normal subtraction? No. So what's my rule? Copy at opposite. So copy. This becomes what? Addition. What's the opposite of negative 2?
2.
2. What's 10 plus 2?
12.
12. Now I'm going to bring this second part down here. Is this normal?
No.
Is this normal?
No. No.
It's 12 minus 3. Is that normal? Yeah. So if it's normal, what do I do? Just proceed. What's 12 minus 3? 9. That would be my final answer. So 10 minus negative 2 minus 3 would be positive 9.
It's kind of confusing because the negative signs and the subtraction signs.
But you just got to look at it, okay? All right. Did that make sense what I did?
Yeah.
Okay, try this one. Can I erase that? Okay, try this one. Negative 6 minus negative 3 minus negative 5. Try that one. Go 2 at a time, and when you get an answer, raise your hand. Okay, 2 of you, 3 of you, 4 of you have an answer. Okay. First thing I'm going to ask myself, is this normal? This is not normal by any stretch, is it? And it's more than 2, so Abby, what am I going to do? Do how many at a time? 2 at a time. So let's take care of these 2. Negative 6 minus negative 3. Is this normal? No. So what's my rule? Copy, add opposite. So this negative 6 is what? Negative 6. Don't make the first one opposite. Copy. It's the exact same number. This subtraction becomes what? Addition. Now, what's the opposite of negative 3?
3.
Positive 3. Okay. I owe 6 and I have 3. If you owe 6 and you have 3, you owe 3, don't you? Now what do? I deal with this. Bring it down. So minus negative 5. Is this normal? No. So what's my rule? Copy at opposite. So Emma, what happens to this negative 3? Just stays negative 3, right? What happens to the subtraction? Addition. What's the opposite of negative 5? Positive 5. Okay. You owe 3, but you what? You owe 3, but you have 5. Therefore, if you owe 3 and you have 5, you have how much left? 2. And that's my final answer. Seems kind of crazy that a negative 6 minus a negative 3 minus a negative 5 would be a positive 2, but it is. Okay? Does all that make sense?
Yeah.
Not that difficult, is it? Okay, do you remember what to do if I had something like this?
Oh.
Do you remember what to do? Okay, good. Find the answer to that for me. That's a what?
Is it just a Z?
Yeah, it's a Z. I put a line through it so you know it's not a 7 or a 2.
Yeah.
Do they? French 7s?
Yeah, that's.
Okay. These are Kersey 7s.
Wait, is X a 3 or 1?
X is a negative 3.
Oh.
Are you talking about this one? Oh, sorry. I'll make it better. Is that better? That's a really nice 3, by the way. Anybody have an answer? One answer. How many of you agree this makes subtracting integers easy? It really does. You'll use this forever. Okay, so I'm going to first replace these. Substitute. So I have negative 3 minus what's y? 4 minus what's z? Negative 8. Okay, that's the first part, right? Now look at this. Is it normal? It's not normal, is it? So what's my rule if it's not normal? Copy at opposite. I'm going to take care of these first ones, right? So copy, add, cross this out, cross this out. What's the opposite of 4? Negative 4. I owe 3 and I owe 4. How much do I have? I owe 7, right? Then I'm going to bring this down. Is this normal? Copy. What's the opposite of negative 8? If you owe 7 and you have 8, do you still owe money? No. You have money left. How much? 1. Good. How many of you got that right? Very good. How many of you understand how we do this? It's easy, right? Okay. You ready for your worksheet?